Readings from the Liturgical Year by Dom Prosper Guéranger. August 16th, Saint Joachim, Confessor, Father of the Blessed Virgin Mary. From time immemorial, the Greeks have celebrated the feast of Saint Joachim on the day following Our Lady's birthday. The Maronites kept it on the day after the presentation in November, and the Armenians on the Tuesday after the octave of the Assumption of the Mother of God. The Latins at first did not keep this feast. Later on it was admitted and celebrated sometimes on the day after the octave of the Nativity, September 16th, sometimes on the day following the conception of the Blessed Virgin, December 9th. Thus both East and West agreed in associating Saint Joachim with his illustrious daughter when they wished to do him honor. About the year 1510, Julius II placed the feast of the grandfather of the Messiah upon the Roman calendar with the rank of a double major. And remembering that family in which the ties of nature and of grace were in such perfect harmony, he fixed the solemnity on the 20th of March, the day after that of his son-in-law, Saint Joseph. The life of the glorious patriarch resembled those of the first fathers of the Hebrew people, and it seemed as though he were destined to imitate their wanderings also, by continually changing his place upon the sacred cycle. Hardly 50 years after the pontificate of Julius II, the critical spirit of the day cast doubts upon the history of Saint Joachim, and his name was erased from the Roman breviary. Gregory XV, however, re-established his feast in 1622 as a double, and the Church has since continued to celebrate it. Devotion to Our Lady's Father continuing to increase very much, the Holy See was petitioned to make his feast a holy day of obligation, as it had already made that of his spouse, Saint Anne. In order to satisfy the devotion of the people without increasing the number of days of obligation, Clement XII in 1738 transferred the feast of Saint Joachim to the Sunday after the Assumption of his daughter, and restored it to the rank of a double major. On the 1st of August, 1879, the Sovereign Pontiff Leo XIII, who received the name of Joachim in baptism, raised both the feast of his glorious patron and that of Saint Anne to the rank of doubles of the second class. The following is an extract from the decree Urbi et Orbi, announcing this final decision with regard to the said feasts. Ecclesiasticus teaches us that we ought to praise our fathers and their generation. What great honor and veneration ought we then to render to Saint Joachim and Saint Anne, who begot the Immaculate Virgin Mother of God, and are on that account more glorious than all the others. By your fruits you are known, says Saint John Damascene. You have given birth to a daughter who is greater than the angels and has become their queen. Now, since through the divine mercy in our unhappy times the honor and worship paid to the Blessed Virgin is increasing in proportion to the increasing needs of the Christian people, it is only right that the new glory which surrounds their blessed daughter should redound upon her happy parents. May this increase of devotion towards them cause the Church to experience still more their powerful protection. O Father of Mary, we thank Thee. All creation owes Thee a debt of gratitude, since the Creator was pleased that Thou shouldst give him the mother He had chosen for Himself. Husband of Holy Anne, Thou showest us what would have been in paradise. Thou seemest to have been reinstated in primeval innocence, in order to give birth to the Immaculate Virgin. Sanctify Christian life, and elevate the standard of morals. Thou art the grandfather of Jesus. Let Thy paternal love embrace all Christians who are His brethren. Holy Church honors Thee more than ever in these days of trial. She knows how powerful Thou art with the eternal and almighty Father, who made Thee instrumental through Thy blessed daughter in the temporal generation of His eternal Son.